What if the ambition to land on time, even in thick fog and rain, becomes more dangerous than the weather itself? On 28th July 2010, a routine domestic flight from Karachi to Islamabad never got a chance to land. The aircraft flew straight into rising hills outside the city. In less than a minute, everything changed. 152 lives lost. Welcome back to Aviation Files. Today we look at Airblue Flight 202. One of the darkest days in Pakistan's aviation history. On 28th of July 2010, Airblue Flight 202 departed from Jinnah International Airport in Karachi bound for Benazir Bhutto International Airport in Islamabad. On board were 146 passengers and 6 crew members, 152 souls in total. The aircraft was an Airbus A321-231, registration AP-BJB. As Flight 202 approached Islamabad, weather conditions were poor. There was low visibility, fog and heavy rain in the region at the time. The crew was cleared for a landing on runway 12. Because runway 12 lacked instrument landing system (ILS) guidance, the procedure required the aircraft to first fly the ILS approach for runway 30, then visually circle to align with runway 12. Instead of following standard approach procedures, the captain programmed a set of waypoints into the flight management system, FMS, to automate the circling approach. The crew ignored multiple ground proximity warnings. The terrain warning system had sounded repeatedly. The first officer reportedly called out, "Pull up, sir," but the captain did not react. At around 9:41 local time, the aircraft impacted terrain in the Margalla Hills, north of Islamabad. The crash was classified as a controlled flight into terrain, CFIT, due to pilot error. Investigators found that the captain's approach violated standard safety procedures. The automated waypoints for circling were unauthorized. The toxic cockpit atmosphere played a role. The captain reportedly rebuked the first officer repeatedly during the flight. This undermined crew resource management, CRM. The first officer became passive and failed to assert himself even when the warning sounded. There was no evidence of mechanical failure or sabotage. The accident stemmed from human decision-making under pressure. All 152 people on board perished. The crash remains the deadliest air accident in Pakistan's history. The tragedy exposed serious flaws in cockpit culture, training, and procedural adherence. Aviation authorities revised safety protocols, stricter enforcement of approach procedures, better crew training, and emphasis on adherence to minimum altitudes and visual approach rules in poor weather. Airblue Flight 202 is a stark reminder. Even a modern airliner can turn into a fatal trap when rules are ignored and human error goes unchecked. In aviation, discipline, communication, and humility in the cockpit matter as much as the aircraft. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon for more. Until next time, stay safe.